Whether you're trying to see or be seen, headlights are really important for your car, especially if you've got an old H4 housing like I do here. Chances are you have an old car with outdated technology for lighting. Now, I just picked up a new set of LED bulbs for my car from Night Eye. What it'll do is it'll maintain the glass housing that I have while just changing the inside bulb. This is really good because the new housings that they sell, those aftermarket pieces maybe from GE or other companies, they'll change the entire housing with the new bulb, so it gets replaced as one unit, but you're replacing it with a plastic housing, which I'd rather maintain the glass that's on my unit. So let's see how this works. I'll do a before and after comparison with the old incandescent bulbs that are in here, as well as the new Night Eye 8000 lumen LED bulbs. Let's see how it goes. Alright, we're back at my work desk right now. I'm wearing the gloves they gave me and I got a Mario hat on the table because it looks like Super Mario. So let's continue on by taking off the dust boot. This is what's going to prevent dust and water from getting into the housing. Let's put that aside for now. And then once you take that off, you'll see this little clip that's held in place by a screw. We'll have to remove that screw, but be careful to hold in the clip while you're doing this because it will fly out. There's a lot of potential energy being held in by that clip. Once you've got the clip off, the old halogen or incandescent bulb should just lift out of place. Now this one seems to be in pretty good shape, but it is dim, so I'll be replacing it with LEDs. The new LED unit has this heat sink on the bottom that's designed to dissipate some of the heat generated by the LED. Now LEDs don't really generate much heat by design, so this won't be really an issue. We're going to take the little surround off by twisting it counterclockwise and just lifting it out of place. There we go. We'll be reusing this on the old housing. There are these little grooves that'll accommodate this new surround that we took off. Just put the tension clip that we took off earlier back on and install the screw that holds it all together. This is what it should look like when it's all assembled. Let's reinstall the dust boot that we took off earlier, making sure that the top orientation lines up with the top of the housing. Now it's time to install the LED into the housing. You'll have to go off a feel for this one, but just insert it, feel around a bit until it clicks into place, then rotate it clockwise until it snaps and locks in. After it's been locked in, you won't be able to tug it out. At this point, you know you've installed it correctly and we're ready to put it into the car. Here's a quick look at what the lights look like during the daytime. Halogens are at the top and the new LEDs are at the bottom. The blue shows up more on camera, but they look more white in person. Here's a quick comparison shot of what the lights look like during the nighttime. The LEDs are noticeably brighter from all angles, and it's not as much blinding light as it is more focused. The halogens just look a bit more hazy and spread out in comparison. Overall, I'm really happy with the results. It looks like I've maintained the same beam pattern that I had before, it's just a bit brighter all around. One of my main concerns was that the lights would be too bright, similar to some of those new cars with the LEDs that blind oncoming drivers, but that doesn't seem to be the case. All in all, I think these are a cost-effective and worthy upgrade if you're looking to change the lights in your older vehicle. I'll have a link to the LEDs in the description box below if you're thinking about picking up a pair for your car. As always, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you loved it, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.